Hello and welcome to Sparky Anderson Field on the campus of Cal Lutheran University here in Thousand Oaks, California for the rematch between the Arroyo Seco Saints taking on the Conejo Oaks. They played a couple days ago on Sunday. Conejo Oaks ended up taking that one down 11-2. Now Saints looking to get back in the win column after dropping two straight. Looking to do so, Saints offense, it's going to be Eli Lopez leading things off. And immediately, it looks like our lineup is a little bit wrong because that will be Lane Hayworth leading things off in the one spot. I apologize for the inconvenience. First pitch is a swing and a miss for strike one. Seems like the lineup that I was given must be a little bit off because we have Lane Hayworth leading things off. Swing and a miss on the second offering. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Breaker in there for a swing, strike three. Starting things off strong on the mound is Charlie Decker for the Conejo Oaks. Out of Puget Sound this last season, put up 66 combined innings, gave up 74 hits and 35 earned runs, 14 walks to 44 strikeouts, and a really strong ratio in the walks to Ks. Shows it off right there against the leadoff man, Lane Hayworth. 3 pitches, 3 strikes for 1 out, and the first one in there to Trotter Enright is in there for a strike as well. Second one, again, swing and a miss, in there for a strike. 5 straight now by Charlie Decker. Decker, 5'9", 145 pounds. Crafty left-hander. Doesn't look all too intimidating up on the mound, but he's making quick work here so far. That one just misses outside. Brings it to 1-2. That one again just misses, brings it to 2-2. That one grounded sharply over to the first baseman. Nice play. Takes it himself. That was Devin Wilkes over at first base, who makes a nice play to retire Trotter Enright. That's now 2 up, 2 down for Charlie Decker. So now it's Joey Milto. First pitch in there for a called strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. Charlie Decker in the zone early and often so far for the Oaks. I'll flash that offensive graphic up on the screen once more. It looks like it's Lane Hayworth leading things off, but everything else seems to be in the correct order and placement for the Saints. This one low and outside, so it's Hayworth leading things off. We had a little bit of a mistake earlier. Then it's Enright 2-hole, Milto 3, Little 4, Medella 5th, Jax Ryan 6th, Johnny Garber 7th, Keon Mosini 8th, Jacob Freer rounding things out in the 9 spot. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Charlie Decker, 3 up, 3 down, retires the side, heading scoreless into the bottom of the first inning. We head into the bottom of the first. After a quick top of the first. Flash the Saints defense as of right now. It's Keon Mosini in left, Lane Hayworth center, Joey Milto in right. Left to right on the infield, Jax Ryan, Trotter Enright, Jacob Freer, Levi Medella. Behind the dish is Johnny Garber. Up on the bump, Tyler Herges out of APU. First one misses upstairs for ball one. Herges at APU finished the season with 11 innings pitched for an 11.45 ERA. Second breaker in there for a called strike. So far, Herges this summer has made 3 appearances, one of which not yet officially scored. He appeared in that Foresters game that was ended early and postponed to a later date after a time constraint over at Jackie Robinson Memorial Field. But the other 2, Herges, his last time out, June 13th against the OC Riptide. 2 innings, 2 earned runs on 4 hits, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. That one's in there for a strike, brings it even at 2-2. His first time out was opening night against the Waves. Pitched 2 innings, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, 3 walks to no strikeouts. As the 2-2 is fouled straight back, we'll do it again. Two-two pitch, breaker up on the infield. Garber's going to get underneath it and make the grab for the first out.
Now batting number 47, Jax Jimenez.
It's that one pop fly that all the catchers live for, that one right behind home plate in foul territory. Everybody loves to go after that one. That was Tommy Kedlinger for the Oaks. Now it's Jimenez, then it'll be Hewitt, Wilkes, Hawley, Johnson, Mora, Gonzalez, and Dawson. That will be the Oaks starting 9 and 9 hitters for today's game. Couple of changes from a couple days ago. The 1-0 is swung straight through. Couple of position changes for guys that were already in the lineup, and a couple guys getting the off day today who played on Sunday. One pitch. Breaker down low. Kind of similar to what we're seeing with the Saints. Relatively similar lineup. A lot of familiar faces from a couple days ago. But a couple of position changes as well as just a few substitutions as a whole. That one, again, down low, brings it 3-1. Tyler Herges on the mound, entering his redshirt senior season from Scottsdale, Arizona. He delivers the 3-1. Broken bat up the middle. Play by Freer, thrown across in time to get Jax Jimenez. That's 2 quick outs so far in this game. That's now 5 up, 5 down. Brings up Brady Hewitt, the Oaks shortstop. Now, looking at Herges' numbers, his first 4 appearances this last season at APU combined for a total of 4 innings. Only gave up 2 hits and no runs, with only 2 walks to 3 strikeouts. This one over to Ryan at third. He throws across, and the throw gets away from Medella and up against the backstop. Brady Hewitt advances all the way up to second, reaches on error, and ends up on second base. Jax Ryan at third made a good play, strong throw. Medella might have just stretched a half second too early and ended up missing it with the leather. But Herges, his first 4 appearances this past season, did not give up a single run and only 2 hits through 4 innings. Now it's the first baseman, Devin Wilkes, for the Oaks. First pitch, down low, ball 1. Wilkes started a couple days ago using the designated hitter spot. Mono pitch from Herges. Line drive, right field. Underneath it, Milto. He makes the grab for the third out of the inning. Scoreless first frame. We will head to the second. It'll be Little, Medella, and Ryan due up for the Saints.
Adam Beck, Evan Davis here with Joey Craig, Saints outfielder, and we're going to do a little what's in his bag segment here. So Joey, what's in your bag?
Well, first off, let's talk about the bag itself. This is a sick bag that Arroyo Seco gave me. As soon as I got here, they gave me a bunch of gear too and all that good stuff. But let's crack this thing open. What's the temperature looking like today? Probably like 95.
Yeah.
So, I mean, starting it off, a little core hydration. You know, got to stay hydrated out
classic.
here in the California heat. Got a little snack at the gas station before, a little pickup. These are just the basic little essentials. Then we got, obviously, helmet, getting us right. And then going to deeper in the bag, we got the Evo Shield elbow guard, keeping us safe from hit by pitches and stuff. Don't want to be crying on the way down the first base, all that good stuff. And then when we do finally get on base, we got the Marucci sliding mitt, so keep our hands safe, all that good
oven
stuff.
glove.
Yep, a little oven mitt.
Do you take stuff out of the oven with it too, or just?
You know, I got my own. I got a special one at home for that, so I'm good on that stuff. And then
Heading into the second from here in Thousand Oaks. Jack Little starting things off. He's in the designated hitter spot today. A couple days ago against the Oaks, he started in the center field position, ended up going 2 for 4. First pitch in there for a called strike, dealt once again by Charlie Decker, who threw the first inning and went 3 up, 3 down with 2 strikeouts. He delivers the 0-1. This one flared, fouling out of play. Decker now quickly ahead. 0-2 of Jack Little. Decker delivers the 0-2. Fastball, outer edge, called strike 3. Jack Little goes down looking. Charlie Decker, it's now 4 outs he's given up and 3 strikeouts. Pretty impressive stuff. He's got the Saints numbers so far today, and at Puget Sound, he had 44 strikeouts in the 66 innings. Ended with a 4.77 ERA. First pitch now to Levi Medella. Grounded foul over towards the Saints dugout. Decker, a season high 10 strikeouts in 7 innings pitched against Whitman. His second appearance of this last season. Swing and a miss from Medella. Decker once again ahead 0-2. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Breaker gets Medella swinging and missing. Charlie Decker been all over the Saints so far in his start here today. Five outs and 4 strikeouts. Now brings up Jax Ryan for the Saints. First one misses just outside. Good location there from Decker. Just can't get the strike call. One 0 pitch. Again misses outside. Brings it to 2-0. All first 5 Saints have gone down in order. Only one not to strike out was Trotter Enright in the 2 spot. (2-0). This is above the letters for ball 3. First time Decker has been this far behind in an at-bat. Oaks really got the best of the Saints in Sunday's game as well. 3-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Oaks got really all over the Saints. Really kept their offense quiet. Saints, you know, a strong offense all season long. Only put up 2 runs on 5 hits, as this one's grounded sharply down the third base line, but just misses the bag by just a couple of inches. Jax Ryan only a few inches away from extra bases there. Decker comes set, delivers the full count pitch. Jax Ryan fouls it off of himself. We'll do it again. Three-two pitch once again. Breaker, outer edge, and a called strike 3. 6 outs, 5 strikeouts so far for Charlie Decker, who's absolutely dealing for the Conejo Oaks. Oaks offense looking to have his back as we head to the bottom of the second.
Adam Beck, Evan Davis here with Adrian Lopez, the Saints infielder, now at USC, and we're here to see what's in his bag.
Yeah, for sure. Let's check it out. Got a couple of things. Sorry if it's a little smelly. First off, I got my glove. A Wilson. Kind of goes with the USC colors, so that's pretty cool.
There you go.
Got to get the drip going now, so peak batting gloves. Big time. Shout out Josh. We did trade off, so batting gloves for batting gloves, and these are pretty sick.
What did you give him instead?
I had some Long Beach State batting gloves, and we just traded, and we're like, what's one thing we can remember each other with? And we're like, oh, these are pretty cool. So now, every time I go to bat, get to think of Josh, and, you know, it helps me get hit. You know? Then you got to go, like, accessories. So I got leg guard. Shout out Saints. I mean, kind of lost my leg guard, and they gave me this one, so that's pretty huge. Then they got the elbow guard, too. It's a little guy, but it's all right. Does the job. Got the helmet, C-flap, big time.
Super important.
Yeah.
Don't want anything going up there.
So that's the one thing I'm scared of most. Nike cleats, huge.
Oh.
And then this is actually like one of my favorite things. Like this sliding mitt from like a brand called Goated brand. Like this is like pretty dope.
Oh.
Yeah. Plus 10 aura right there.
Easily. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Got this water bottle too.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Bottom 2 from here in Thousand Oaks. Tyler Hawley, Nolan Johnson, and Zach Mora due up for the Oaks. Again, squaring off against Tyler Herges. Herges so far had a clean first inning. Gave up just 1 base runner, but not by any fault of his own. It was an error. A third baseman, Jax Ryan, but that one gets Tyler Hawley right on the elbow guard, and he takes first base as soon as I say that. Now it brings up Nolan Johnson, the catcher today for the Oaks. On Sunday's game, Johnson got the start at first base. 6'6", 215 out of the University of Miami. Good size for a first baseman, but listed as a catcher. Now in that catcher spot today, he grounds this one past the diving Freer and through the 3-4 hole. Milto gets it in. Both base runners advance. A single for Nolan Johnson. That moves Tyler Hawley up to second base. 2 on, nobody out now for the Oaks. It's now the first hit given up by Tyler Herges here today. Brings up Zach Mora, designated hitter today. Mora got a pinch hit opportunity in Sunday's game. First pitch to him in there for a called strike one. A one pitch, grounded to third. Jax Ryan steps on third, goes to second, goes to first, gets away from Levi Medella. But a nice play by Jax Ryan, tags his own base, goes over to second with it, gets the out there. Jacob Freer made the transition, tried to go over to first, but throw got away from Medella. So a fielder's choice and a double play leaves just one runner aboard. He's on first base, and now 2 outs for Ethan Gonzalez, the second baseman of the Oaks. Herges gets in there for a strike. Herges, this is his 4th appearance so far this summer, but his first start, as this one's fouled and out of play, 0-2. Mentioned earlier, but Herges had appearances against the Waves on opening night and against the Riptide on the 13th a few days ago. This is his first start. He also had an appearance in that Funky Foresters game that was ended early. Went 2 clean innings in that one. This one's chopped over to Freer. He goes back, gets the long hop, goes to first with it for the 3rd out of the inning. We are still scoreless through 2 from here in Thousand Oaks as we head to the 3rd frame. We head to the 3rd inning from here at Sparky Anderson Field. Starting things off for the Saints, Johnny Garber, Keon Mosini, Jacob Freer. Still once again up against Charlie Decker, who has so far gone 6 up, 6 down with 5 strikeouts against the Saints. First pitch, this one's lined foul. Decker gets ahead 0-1. Decker listed at 5'9", 145 pounds. He's the shortest pitcher. And his battery mate, Nolan Johnson, listed at 6'6". This one's lined into left field and down for a base hit. Rounding hard was Garber, but retreating back. He's got the first hit of the Saints today. And he ends the really incredibly strong, immaculate performance so far from Decker. But just to finish that thought, Decker, the shortest pitcher listed on the Oaks, pitching to his battery mate of Nolan Johnson, who's 6'6", and he is the tallest position player of the Oaks. Only player shorter. This one's lined into right field, down for a base hit. Now back-to-back singles for the Saints. Started with Johnny Garber. This one by Keon Mosini puts 2 on base with nobody out. Brings up Jacob Freer, the 9-hitter. But the shortest pitcher with the tallest position player, only player shorter than Decker, is Cade Falskin out of Oregon State, listed at 5'8". The only player taller than Nolan Johnson is 6'8" pitcher Winston Peterson. But now 2 base runners on, nobody out. Good spot now for the Saints to get ahead. We saw this just a half inning ago with the Oaks. But grounding into a double play and then a ground out. Got all 3 of the outs for the Saints. First one misses, and Freer goes ahead 0-1. It was a good play by Jax Ryan, third baseman. Ground ball to him, tagged his own base, then flipped over to second. They went for the triple play, but fortunately weren't able to get it. 1-0 now to Freer. In there for called strike 1. Freer out of APU, similar to Saints starting pitcher today, Tyler Herges. 1-1. Down low, ball 2. Now, speaking of Herges, he's making his 4th appearance in his first start this summer. Every other appearance he's made, all of which have been in relief, but they've all been for an even 2 innings. Now he has pitched an even 2 innings so far today, so we'll see what the Saints do. Doesn't look like there's much activity in the pen, so maybe they're going to have Herges on a little bit of a looser leash. That one, once again, misses. Freer gets way ahead now. It's 3-1. Let alone nobody really pitching or throwing in the pen. Doesn't even look like anyone's up and moving around. So likely we'll see Herges once more. 3-1 pitch, swung on and flared foul and out of play. Brings it to a full count. Still nobody out, 2 runners on. Charlie Decker had started this outing going 6 up, 6 down with 5 strikeouts. And then a back-to-back singles by Johnny Garber and Keon Mosini. Those are the 2 base runners on base right now. Full count pitch, swing and a miss by Freer. Goes down swinging, the 6th strikeout for Decker so far today. And the first out in this inning, and a big one as well. Now brings in double play opportunities to get out of the inning. But a scary spot to be in at the top of the order with Lane Hayworth up. First pitch to him, swing and a miss. Back pick to second. Sliding back safely is Garber. Good attempt by Johnson there. 0-1 count. Now to Lane Hayworth. Decker went with that slider, lefty-lefty, that he got Hayworth on in the strikeout in his first plate appearance. 0-1. Goes back to that slider. This one misses outside. A good take by Hayworth as well. Evens it up at 1-1 with 1 out. Hayworth is 7 for 25 so far this summer with 7 RBIs and 6 runs scored. 1-1 pitch. Fastball buzzes the tower of Hayworth. He gets out of the way, brings it 2-1. Two-one pitch. Line drive, right field, down for a base hit. Stop sign is going to be on. But 3 straight, not straight, excuse me, but 3 line drive singles loads the bases with 1 out. Johnny Garber had one into left. He's now on third. Keon Mosini had one into right. He's on second. And a strikeout of Jacob Freer brought up Lane Hayworth. Just knocked that line drive single to load him up with 1 out for Trotter Enright. A great spot now for the Saints. Enright, .375 average so far this summer with 6 RBIs. First one popped foul and out of play. Enright's consistently been in the 2 spot of the lineup. He's moved around once or twice, but not any more than 1 or 2 spots in the order. He's consistently been the 2-hole hitter. 0-1 pitch, high and inside. Ends it up at 1-1. Bases juiced with 1 out. Oaks defense all playing back. Nobody in on the grass. 1-1 pitch, again high and inside. 2-1 now. Oaks definitely looking to get that double play ball, but Nolan Johnson, Oaks catcher, going to go have a quick conversation with Charlie Decker, the pitcher. Once again, Decker started this outing in incredible fashion, went 6 up, 6 down, struck out 5 of those 6. The only guy to not strike out in those first 6 batters for the Saints was the man at the plate right now, Trotter Enright. Two one, swung on, foul tip right back into the glove of Johnson. Brings it even at 2-2. Two pitch, down in the dirt. Full count, 1 out, bases loaded. Payoff pitch, ball upstairs. Bases loaded, walk, brings in the first run of the game and the first run for the Saints. They get ahead 1-0 here in the top of the 3rd. That is going to call the Oaks coaching staff to come out, have a quick conversation with Charlie Decker, who's kind of lost his rhythm he had in the first 2 innings. It's now the first time that the Saints have had a lead over the Oaks. Again, they played a couple days ago on Sunday. Oaks got ahead 2-0 in the 3rd, then increased that to 6-0 in the 4th. Saints got 1 back in the 5th, but then a 4 spot from the Oaks got them ahead 10-1, and a 1 spot in the 6th by the Oaks. They were ahead 11-1. Saints would get 1 back in the 8th. Then that would be it on the scoreboard. 11-2 final. The Oaks took that one down. They improved to 5-2. Saints fell to 4-3. Now looking to not go an even 500 on the season are the Saints. Looking to even up their record with the Oaks. Keep them close in the upper half of the CCL standings. Joey Milto, he grounds it over to second, 4, over to 6, over to 3. Not in time to get Joey Milto. He'll leg out first base, but a fielder's choice brings another run across. Also brings another out across. 2-0 Saints now lead with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. As Jack Little now steps up. He's the designated hitter. Nolan Johnson goes out, communicates the first third sign with his infield. Milto, so far 2 stolen bases this season. He's on first. First one is a foul and out of play. Oh, 1 pitch upstairs, brings it even at 1-1. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Saints third base coach now flashing signs. 1-1 count, not too likely. We'll see some first, third play here. We won't. Runners stay put. Ball's down in the dirt. Ahead now 2-1. Normally, with 2 outs, you kind of start to see those first and third plays come more into factor with 2 strikes on the hitter. And in a 2-1 count, likely going to give the green light to Jack Little, let him swing it. Delivers, ground ball up the middle, past the diving Hewitt. Legging all the way to third is Joey Milto. He goes first to third, and coming across to score was Lane Hayworth. Saints now take a 3-0 lead here in the third. Still runners on the corners with 2 outs. That's exactly why you don't call those first and third plays too early. You don't want to run into any outs on the base paths, and you want to let Jack Little swing it, and he does. Jack Little, 407 average so far this summer. Want to leave the bat in that guy's hands, and he delivers. RBI single up the middle, puts the Saints ahead 3-0. Passes the bat on to Levi Medella, who swings through the first offering for strike 1. Joey Milto on third, Jack Little on first. A 1 pitch to Medella on the move. Jack Little, but he's going to have second base without a contest. He dives in safely. Nolan Johnson not throwing down. Pitch was a ball, so it's now a 1-1 count with 2 runners in scoring position. Takes the force outs away from the infield as well. Now they will be forced to throw across to first. Good stolen base there by Jack Little. This one high and inside to Medella. Brings it to 2-1. Little has 2 stolen bases so far this summer. That's his third. 2-1, low and away, ball 3. Saints started the first 2 innings 6 up, 6 down with 5 strikeouts. But here in the third, they recorded 4 hits and have scored 3 runs as well. Charlie Decker, the Oaks pitcher, very strong start, but a little bit of a breakdown here in the third. Saints started to figure him out. An opportunity for more. Hitters count for Levi Medella. Ball outside and walks the bases loaded, still with 2 outs. It's now Jax Ryan. Ryan, one of those 5 to strike out through the first 2 innings. He was the last out in the top of the second. First pitch, fastball, inner edge, strike 1. But here in the third, it was back-to-back singles from Johnny Garber and Keon Mosini, and it was followed up by a hit by Lane Hayworth, which loaded the bases. Trotter Enright, an RBI walk. Joey Milto, an RBI fielder's choice, scored a run. Jack Little knocked one in. Just a couple at-bats ago, but 3 straight pitches for the strikeout of Jax Ryan gets Charlie Decker out of trouble. Saints get 3 here in the third as we head to the home half.
Coming in this game, he has a 400 on-base percentage. He's going to get up with the 2 hits he has. He lines one.
That one's belted to right field, and that one is gone. How about Josh Livingston getting things started here for the Saints? He ropes a home run right over the right field. Jake Brown looking up. That one is gone. An opposite field home run. Alex Burge.
First Pickles, then Oppo Tacos. How about that for Alex Burge? Hit the home run to right. He was like, nah. I'm going to hit one to left now. How about a 3-run blast for the backstop?
booms that one to right field. Matthew Thomas will just have to look back. That one is gone. Welcome to the game, Colton Dahl. Jacob Shart with a 3-run home run, the second 3-run home run of the game, and the lead continues to balloon. It's 9-1.
I mean, off the bat, you knew that.
Bottom third from here in Thousand Oaks. Saints got 3.5 inning ago. Leading off for the Oaks, it's the 9-hole hitter Jonah Dawson. Then it'll kick up to Tommy Kendlinger and Jax Jimenez. The 1 and 2 hitters for the Oaks. Again against Tyler Herges. First one, grounder over to Jax Ryan at third. Nice and easy throw over to first. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the third for Tyler Herges. And this will mark his longest appearance so far this summer. Herges, 2 innings against the Waves. He gave up 2 runs on 2 hits with 3 walks. Against the Riptide, pitched 2 innings, gave up 2 runs, 4 hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts. And then in that still in progress game against the Foresters, he went 2 clean innings where he went no hits, no runs, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. He's really dominant over the Foresters there. First one in there for a strike against Tommy Kendlinger. This breaker misses way low and away, evens it up at 1-1. But now at officially 2 1/3 innings, this is Herges' longest outing this season. 1 and 2 as the 1-1 was fouled back. Herges this past year at APU, his longest outing was also a flat 2 innings. So this is now his longest outing both this summer and this last season. 1-2, misses high and away. One, 2, grounder over to Enright at short. He fields, gathers, and throws to first for the second ground out of the inning.
Now batting number 47, Jax Jimenez.
Now brings up Jax Jimenez, right fielder for the Oaks. 2 outs behind him. First pitch just below the knees for ball 1. One-oh pitch. Grounder right back off of Herges' bare hand. He's going to try and get the throw in himself. But he can't manage. Not enough time. Hit off his bare hand. Ricocheted kind of over towards Enright at short. Herges tried to scramble back, go grab it, and fire a throw, but he didn't have enough time nor the balance to make that throw happen. I believe that one will likely go down as an infield single. Yes, that is the official ruling. Infield single for Jax Jimenez, just the second Oaks hit of the day. Puts him on first base, still with 2 outs for Brady Hewitt, the shortstop. In there for a called strike is Herges. On the season so far, Herges yet to record a decision. He's got an 0-0 record. But in all 3 seasons that he's pitched so far at APU, he's got an 0-1 record on all of them for a career 0-3 record. Second breaker in there for a called strike, 1-2. Against Brady Hewitt, the shortstop. Pickoff attempt. Diving it back safely is Jimenez. 0-2 count to Brady Hewitt. Herges delivers, swing and a miss, strike 3. Tyler Herges gets the strikeout to retire the side. Saints still ahead 3-0 as we head to the 4th from Sparky Anderson Field.
My name is Tyler Gordon.
My name is Adrian Lopez, and this is Ripon Dex with the Saints.
I have Spencer Torkelson from the Tigers. He went to ASU.
I got 2009 Most Valuable Players, American Leagues at Joe Mauer, and National League Albert Pujols.
I got Lawrence Butler, rookie card actually from the Athletics.
I got Walker Buehler, signed card. That's pretty sick. I'm a big Dodgers fan, so that's pretty cool.
I got Rafael Devers from the Red Sox. Fun fact, when I went to Fenway like 5 years ago, he threw me a ball.
I got Jacob Lopez, a pitcher from the Rays. Last name is Lopez. Might be related, might not.
I got Matt McClain on the Reds. He's from Orange County, just like me.
This is the Diamondbacks catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Tanner Beebe, the Guardians pitcher.
We got an outfielder, Robbie Grossman from the Rangers.
Pretty good pitcher, Brady Singer on the Royals.
I got a catcher from the Pirates.
Top of the 4th from Sparky Anderson Field. It's Johnny Garber, Keon Mosini, and Jacob Freer due up for the Saints. Saints were just a batter away last inning of hitting around. Garber skies the first one in the middle of the infield. Getting under it is the third baseman, Tyler Hawley. He makes the grab. But an inning ago, it was Johnny Garber who led things off for the Saints. He got a single, leadoff single to get things started. He would end up coming around to score and scoring the first run for the Saints. They ended up getting 3. And then it was Jax Ryan who made the final out that inning to prevent Johnny Garber from getting up a second time. But Garber goes down with a skied pop fly. Now Keon Mosini ahead 2-0. Breaker chomped back into the on-deck circle where Jacob Freer makes a good one-handed play. Breaker in there for a called strike 2. Charlie Decker still on the mound for the Oaks. The 2-2 pitch, high fly ball into center field. Kendlinger camped underneath it and makes the one-handed grab for the second out of the inning. Charlie Decker started things off incredibly strong through the first 2 frames, then a bit of a hiccup just an inning ago, but now he's back in his groove. He's gotten 2 up, 2 down so far. Now the 9-hitter Jacob Freer steps up. Line drive, center field, down for a base hit in front of Kendlinger. And a 2-out single potentially starts things off now for the Saints. With that single as well, that's now the bottom third of the order, and Johnny Garber, Keon Mosini, and Jacob Freer all at least with a hit. Always fun to see some bottom half of the order production, especially bottom third of the order production. Top of the order now, Lane Hayworth, 2 outs behind him. Runner on first. Sees a called strike 1. It's now 5 hits combined for the Saints. Hayworth with one of them. Sky high pop fly over towards the third baseman, Hawley. He camps underneath it and makes the grab. 3 flyouts for the Saints here in the top of the 4th, but they still lead by 3 as we head to the home half from here in Thousand Oaks.
Coming in this game, he has a 400 on base percentage. He's going to get up with the 2 hits he has. He lines one.
That one's belted to right field, and that one is gone. How about Josh Livingston getting things started here for the Saints? He ropes a home run right over the right field. Jake Brown looking up. That one is gone. An opposite field home run. Alex Burge.
First Pickles, then Oppo Tacos. How about that for Alex Burge? Hit the home run to right. He was like, nah. I'm going to hit one to left now. How about a 3-run blast for the backstop?
Booms that one to right field. Matthew Thomas will just have to look back. That one is gone. Welcome to the game, Colton Dahl. Jacob Shart with a 3-run home run, the second 3-run home run of the game, and the lead continues to balloon. It's 9-1.
I mean, off the bat, you knew that.
Bottom 4, Saints ahead by 3. Tyler Hurge's day on the mound is done. Saints go to the pen, bring in a new arm. It's number 55, Brady Nelson, the Arizona native, but out of St. Cloud State University, now takes the bump. He's got a 3-run cushion. First pitch now, swing and a miss to the first baseman, Devin Wilkes. Wilkes started at the designated hitter spot in yesterday's game. 2 days ago. Wow, I am off to a rough start here in the bottom of the 4th. Getting all sorts of mixed up. The 0-1 pitch now from Nelson. Ball in the dirt, but still a swing and a miss out of Wilkes. Looking to get a little too aggressive. Again, Wilkes, the first baseman today, designated hitter on Sunday. Now in an 0-2 count. Nelson delivers high fastball, swung on and fouled down the left field line and out of play. We will do the 0-2 once more. Nelson, 6'3", 200-pound right-hander out of St. Cloud State. He kicks and delivers the 0-2. Breaker freezes Wilkes and gets a called strike 3. Backwards K for the first out of Nelson's outing.
Now batting number 7, Tyler Hawley.
Good work by Nelson coming out of the pen and immediately getting into the zone. Last season at St. Cloud State. 60 total innings, gave up 68 hits. 40 runs, only 32 earned for a combined total of 47 strikeouts. But here he has got 1 out and 1 backwards K so far. First pitch, fastball, swing and a miss by Tyler Hawley. Nelson definitely been in the zone so far this outing. With him in for relief, it brings an end to Tyler Herge's day, whose final line was 3 innings pitched, giving up 2 hits and no runs. This one cue-balled foul of the first base line. Now ahead 0-2 is Brady Nelson of St. Cloud State University. He had a really strong outing at Augustana. 3 2/3 innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs, and 7 strikeouts for the Huskies of St. Cloud State. Now ahead of Tyler Hawley, 0-2. High fastball. Hawley lets it go. Brings it to 1-2, but a good 0-2 pitch going upstairs. Not only could try to get Hawley to chase there, but could also set up an even better pitch now on the 1-2. He does exactly that, goes to a breaker, but Hawley gets the end of the bat on it and flicks it into left center field for a base hit. And he has a 1-out single, trying to get back on the board for the Oaks as they still chase 3 here in the 4th. Brings up the catcher, Nolan Johnson, who played on Sunday at first base. First pitch to him, breaker, called strike 1. Hawley now 1 for 1 on the day. They hit by pitch as well. Nolan Johnson also 1 for 1 on the day, now in his 2nd plate appearance. 0-1 pitch, breaker into center field. Coming in on it is Hayworth. He makes the grab for the 2nd out of the inning, an unproductive 2nd out. Brady Nelson doing a good job getting that after surrendering the base hit. Now 2 outs. Brings up Zach Mora, designated hitter. Back pick attempt. Diving back safely is Hawley. Again, a pickoff attempt. This one quicker, but Hawley once again back in there. Just 2 outs recorded so far on Brady Nelson's outing, but still some activity going down in the Saints bullpen. We've seen plenty of times relief pitchers normally on somewhat of a 2-inning or roundabouts leash. This one's fouled out of play on top of the overhang of the bleachers. Nelson gets ahead 0-1. Mora 0 for 1 on the day so far. Got some action in Sunday's game as a pinch hitter. Took the spot of Devin Wilkes, who was in the designated hitter spot. 0-1 pitch, breaker called strike 2. Nelson now in the driver's seat. And last time we saw this, he went a high fastball for a ball and then a breaker to tail off that. but Tyler Hawley, who's now standing on first, knocked a single into shallow left center field. 0-2, runner goes, breaker low and away, Garber throw down, not in time to get Tyler Hawley. He's got a stolen base. Garber did all he could on that one. Just unfortunately with a breaker that ended up down and away. Garber had to reach all the way out for it, wait a couple split seconds because of that break. Tyler Hawley, too good of a jump for Garber to do anything about it. But 1-2 now, runner on second, 2 outs. Breaker is going to be fouled high and out of play. Again, onto the overhang of the bleachers. Do the 1-2 once more. One-two pitch from Nelson. Fastball, pop fly, short on the infield. Garber gets underneath it right behind home plate. Makes the grab for the third out of the inning. Saints once again holding the Oaks scoreless and maintain their 3-run lead as we head into the 5th inning. The Saints ahead of the Oaks 3-0 as we head to the top of the 5th. And the Oaks are going to go into the bullpen and go from one Thousand Oaks native to another. Now coming in on the mound for the Oaks is Cody Carson, the Thousand Oaks native, who is in relief of the other Thousand Oaks native who started this game, Charlie Decker. How many times can you say Oaks in one sentence? I don't know, but surely was a lot, that last sentence of mine. Cody Carson entering his grad year, currently in the portal as of right now, but spent this last season at New Mexico State University. 6'1", 185 pounds. That'll bring an end to Charlie Decker's day. Decker ended with 4 innings pitched, give up 5 hits, 3 runs, all of which earned, 2 walks and 7 strikeouts. Due up for the Saints, Trotter Enright, Joey Milto, and Jack Little. Enright taking a hack at the first offering, but fouls it down the left field line. A 1 pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 2. Ball down in the dirt, brings it to a 1-2 count. Enright 0 for 1 on the day so far with an RBI walk. Sees ball 2 above the zone. Chopper over on the first base side. Devin Wilkes handles, tags first base himself for the first out of the inning. Cody Carson coming out of the pen, getting in the zone and getting the first out. Now it brings up Joey Milto. He's 0 for 2, but he had an RBI on a fielder's choice earlier in the third for the Saints. It's when they scored all 3 of their runs so far today. First pitch, breaker swung over the top of. Milto falls behind 0-1. Milto an even 400 average so far this summer. 8 for 18. 0-1 pitch, misses upstairs. Evens it up at 1-1 with 1 out. Now, I'm not sure which is incorrect, the 400 average or the 8 for 18. But either way, I don't think that math adds up to be equivalent. 1-1 misses above the zone. Doesn't. Quick usage of the phone calculator. 8 for 18 would be a 444 average. 2-1 pitch. Breaker in there for a called strike, so I'm not sure which one is actually incorrect here on the online stat sheet. Lists Joey Milto is 8 for 18 this summer, but a 400 average. 8 RBIs, 5 runs scored, 3 walks to 1 strikeout for Milto. This one catches the inside corner for strike 3. It's his second strikeout of the summer and the second out of the inning. Good work by Cody Carson. Again, coming out of the pen, getting a couple quick outs. Last thing you want to do is come out of the pen as a reliever and immediately let the opposing offense jump all over you, because it's not always too likely that there will be another arm ready in the pen to come get you out of the game, but also rather not, for your own sake and your own stat line, do that to yourself, especially as a relief pitcher when you're getting a smaller sample size than those starting pitchers get. First pitch to Jack Little is fouled out of play. He moves 0-1. This one grounded sharply and a wicked hop. Looks like it catches the face of Brady Hewitt at shortstop, and he is down. And my goodness, that ball was scorched off the bat, and it took a wicked hop. And it looked like, at least from my angle, it got Hewitt square in the face. Trainers go out, and the team is all surrounding him. And just hope for the best of Hewitt there. That one is so unexpected, which makes it even worse. Never fun to take a bad hop anywhere. Even worse to get it all the way up in the face area. Brady Hewitt down on the ground after a very sharp ground ball from Jack Little that skipped up into his face. We'll take a quick timeout from here in Thousand Oaks. Make sure everything with Brady Hewitt is all good to go before we resume action. Saints still ahead 3-0, 2 outs in the top of the fifth.
Adam Beck, Evan Davis here with Adrian Lopez, the Saints infielder, now at USC, and we're here to see what's in his bag.
Yeah, for sure. Let's check it out. Got a couple things. Sorry if it's a little smelly. First I got my glove. A Wilson. Kind of goes with the USC colors, so that's pretty cool.
There you go.
Yeah, got to get the drip going now, so peak batting gloves. Big time. Shout out Josh. We did trade off, so batting gloves for batting gloves, and these are pretty sick.
What did you give him instead?
I had some Long Beach State batting gloves, and we just traded, and we're like, what's one thing we can remember each other with? And we're like, oh, these are pretty cool. So now, every time I go to bat, get to think of Josh, and it helps me get hit. Then you gotta go like accessories. So I got leg guard. Shout out Saints. I mean, kind of lost my leg guard, and they gave me this one, so that's pretty huge. Then they got the elbow guard too. It's a little guy, but it's all right. Does the job. Nice. Got the helmet, C-flap, big time.
Super important.
Yeah.
Don't want anything going up there.
So that's the one thing I'm scared of most. Nike cleats, huge.
Oh.
And then this is actually like one of my favorite things. Like this sliding mitt from like a brand called Goated brand. Like this is like pretty dope.
Oh.
Yeah. Plus 10 aura right there.
Easily.
Very scary turn of events. Hard ground ball off the bat of Jack Little, skips up into the face of the shortstop Brady Hewitt, and he exits the game, and he is exiting the dugout as well. Trainers are taking care of him. But it looks like we have some changes now on the Oaks infield. Hard to tell exactly who's out there, but it looks like Ethan Gonzalez, who started this game at second base, has slid over to shortstop. And we have a new Oak in at second base. Can't quite see who that is from back here. But now it's Levi Medella stepping up for the Saints. 2 outs with a runner on first. First one misses outside from Cody Carson. Ground ball up the middle off the leg of Carson. He'll regather and throw over to first in time for the third out of the inning. Saints still ahead 3-0 as we head into the home half of the fifth.
Adam Beck, Evan Davis here with Joey Craig, Saints outfielder, and we're going to do a little what's in his bag segment here. So Joey, what's in your bag?
Well, first off, let's talk about the bag itself. This is a sick bag that Arroyo Seco gave me. As soon as I got here, they gave me a bunch of gear too and all that good stuff. But let's crack this thing open. What's the temperature looking like today? Probably like 95.
Yeah.
So, I mean, starting it off, a little core hydration. You know, got to stay hydrated out here in the California heat. Got a little snack at the gas station before, a little pickup. These are just the basic little essentials. Then we got, obviously, helmet, getting us right. And then going to deeper in the bag, we got the Evo Shield elbow guard, keeping us safe from hit by pitches and stuff. Don't want to be crying on the way down to first base, all that good stuff. And then when we do finally get on base, we got the Marucci sliding mitt, so keep our hands safe, all that good
oven
stuff.
glove.
Yep,
Yeah,
little oven mitt.
Do you take stuff out of the oven with it too, or just?
You know, I got
for
my
baseball?
own. I got a special one at home for that, so I'm good on that stuff. And then got a bunch of different batting gloves in here. Never know when they're gonna get too sweaty or run out of grip, or you're gonna slide in the base and they're done for. But preferably, I like the Franklin, the power straps with the extra long one right here, a little extra wrist support, all that good stuff. So.
Is there superstitions with the gloves?
No superstitions for me. I mean, when I was in high school, like, I would get a hit and I'm like, I put the left one on first, I gotta do it again, gotta do it again. But once you get older, like, you kind of realize there's no difference whether you put the right, left, elbow guard on first, helmet. But I know some guys are definitely thinking about that when they're
Bottom of the 5th from here in Thousand Oaks. Once again, back on the mound, Brady Nelson for the Saints, squaring off against Ethan Gonzalez, who started at second base, but after Brady Hewitt exits the game, he bumped over to shortstop, and we will see in a couple batters who will be taking Brady Hewitt's place. First pitch in there for a strike from Nelson. Nelson did a good job an inning ago when he came into this game in relief. And him, with the combined efforts of the starter, Tyler Herges, have still held the Oaks scoreless so far after they put up 11 in Sunday's bout. 1-1 pitch. Chopper over to Freer at second. He handles with a long hop, but he bobbles the transition. And a error on the leadoff batter of Ethan Gonzalez gets the first runner aboard for the Oaks here in the bottom of the 5th. Freer had handled the high chop, but it was just in the transition of getting the ball out of his glove and into his throwing hand, bobbled it and lost it down below his feet. It's now runner on for Jonah Dawson, the left fielder. First pitch in there for a called strike. Nelson definitely been in the zone and getting the contact. That's exactly what he looks for. Got the contact he was looking for last at bat. He'll check over on Ethan Gonzalez, the runner. But he's back in safely. One pitch from Nelson. Flared into shallow right field. Freer giving chase. Can't get to it in time. Drops in for a base hit. And a good read by Ethan Gonzalez to advance up to second base after it fell. Jonah Dawson, a bloop base hit to put 2 on board now for the Oaks. Brings up the leadoff man, the center fielder Tommy Kenlinger. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th, and a good opportunity for the Oaks to get back in this game. Saints scored 3 in the 3rd. It's been goose eggs across the scoreboard besides that. First pitch kicked and delivered. Breaker in there for a called strike. Kenlinger 0 for 2 so far today. Yesterday's game, he ended 1 for 5 with a walk and a run scored. 3 strikeouts. So far, 0 for 2. Now in an 0-1 count, already behind. Nelson delivers another breaker, this time line drive into left field, down for a base hit. Quick throw in by Mosini. And Gonzalez had to wait a half beat to make sure that one wasn't caught, so he does not come around to score. Instead, he stays at third base. But bases loaded and nobody out now for the Oaks. Brings up the 2-hole hitter, Jax Jimenez. right fielder, who so far today is 1 for 2. This is the exact same situation we saw the Saints in a couple innings ago in the third. They got things started with a couple runners on, and then they ended up with bases loaded, but with 1 out. They would end up punching 3 in that inning. First pitch now to Jimenez. Breaker down below the knees, ball 1. Who would be due up after Jax Jimenez is Brady Hewitt, but he exited the game, and it looks like in the on-deck circle is Lucas Danielwitz, who got the start in yesterday's game, and then he got the off day today. He started yesterday's game in right field. As now Jimenez swings through the 1-0, evens it up at 1-1. Really time for Brady Nelson now to bear down. Try and get a couple unproductive outs with the bases loaded. Corners in, middle back for the Saints. Outfield relatively straight up. 1-1 pitch, breaker. Flared foul and out of play. Nelson now ahead 1-2. That is number 9, Lucas Danielwitz, in the on-deck circle for the Oaks. Out of Cal Lutheran right here, staying local to his campus. 1-2 pitch. This is above the zone, evens it up at 2-2. Ethan Gonzalez on second, Ethan Gonzalez on third, Jonah Dawson on second. Tommy Kenlinger on first. 2-2 pitch. Down at the knees and inside. Brings it to a full count. Bases loaded, no outs. 2-hole hitter Jax Jimenez awaits the payoff pitch. Nelson delivers. Fastball, swing and a miss on the inside corner for strike 3. A big strikeout by Brady Nelson to get the first out of the inning. Unproductive out. Now gets Nelson just a ground ball double play away from getting out of this jam. But it is Lucas Danielwitz, the Cal Lutheran native, stepping in. Cal Lutheran, the home field here at Sparky Anderson Field. First pitch, pop fly, and fouling out of play. Here in Thousand Oaks. Sparky Anderson Field on the campus of Cal Lutheran. Cal Lutheran ended this season 27-14 record. They went 16-8 in conference. 20-9 record at home and a 7-5 record on the road. 0-1 pitch above the zone for ball 1. One and one with 1 out. Danielwitz ended this last season with Cal Lutheran with a .413 average. Started all 41 games. As he sees the 1-1 chopped over to short. 6-4 over to 3 in time for the double play. Brady Nelson gets out of the bases loaded, no out jam. Oaks still scoreless. Saints still ahead by 3 as we head into the 6th inning from here at Sparky Anderson Field. Top of the 6th, Saints looking to improve upon their 3-0 lead. It's Jax Ryan, Johnny Garber, Keon Mosini due up. Squaring off against a new arm for the Conejo Oaks. It's Cade Berry, the left-hander out of Pepperdine. 5'10", 195 pounds, originally from Simi Valley, California. Attended Thousand Oaks High School right here in Thousand Oaks. Started his college career at the College of San Mateo. And just this past season, finished up at Pepperdine as his first offering is fouled out of play by Jax Ryan. Berry finished this season at Pepperdine, 23 1/3 innings, giving up 26 hits, 18 runs, 14 of which earned, and 19 walks to 11 strikeouts for a 5.4 ERA. He's now ahead 0-2. This one misses above the zone. Now brings it to a 1-2 count against Jax Ryan. Ryan 0-2 on the day so far with 2 strikeouts. This one's above the zone, evens it up at 2-2. On Sunday against the Oaks, Jax Ryan was the leadoff man in the shortstop position. 0-2 with 2 walks. He swings and misses at the 2-2 offering. He goes down swinging his 3rd strikeout of the day so far. First out of the inning by Cade Berry. Coming out of the pen, immediately delivering a strikeout. Johnny Garber now, Saints catcher, sees the first one high and away. One-0, called strike on the outer edge. 1-1 with 1 out. Johnny Garber out of Arizona State University, Phoenix, Arizona native. 6 foot, 190 pounds. Watches that one go outside, brings it to 2-1. Garber, a 273 average so far this summer. He's got an RBI, 2 walks to 5 strikeouts. He swings and misses at the 2-1. Brings it to 2-2. Two pitch, low and in. Garber tried to wear it. Brings it full. Garber got the off day in yesterday's game. Catcher for the Saints that day was Matthew Maynard. Full count pitch, line drive into center field. Underneath it is Kendlinger, and he makes the grab. And I apologize, for some reason I keep saying in yesterday's game, although it was not yesterday, it was 2 days ago on Sunday. Keon Mosini stepping up, 2 outs behind him. Speaking of Sunday, Mosini ended up getting a pinch hit opportunity for Jacob Freer. That was just about it for his action that day. First one in there for a strike, second one above the zone, 1-1. That one down low. Two-one pitch, chopped straight back here at us. Brings it to the Wild Deuces, 2-2. Brady Nelson, the pitcher for the Saints as of right now. Through his 2 innings, there's action in the bullpen. Likely his day might be done, like we've seen that 2-inning leash for so many Saints relievers throughout the year. Tyler Herges went the first 3 as the starter, and then Brady Nelson relieved him of the last 2. 2-2 pitch Runs high and inside, brings it to full count with 2 outs. There's definitely someone up and moving around. Looks like a right-hander in the bullpen for the Saints. Payoff pitch, fouled straight back. Do the full count pitch once more. Misses above the zone. Cade Berry issues a walk to Keon Mosini. Brings up the 9-man Jacob Freer with 2 outs. At Pepperdine, Cade Berry, 23 1/3 innings pitched and throughout a ton of appearances. His season high in innings pitched last season was 3 against Cal Poly rather. He gave up no hits, no runs, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts through 3 clean innings against the Mustangs. This one misses down low, ball 1. Besides that, his appearances capped around the 1-inning mark. Sometimes even less than that, just coming in to record an out or 2. Pickoff attempt down in the dirt, gets away from Wilkes, the first baseman. Mosini moves up 90 feet into scoring position. Cade Berry went for a pickoff attempt there, but then maybe just hesitated about it for half a second. Threw it and spiked it. Wilkes tried to body up for it, but kicked off of his arm or maybe off of his glove and skipped away from him. Mosini moves up into scoring position. 1-0 in there on the inner corner. Jacob Freer. So far today, he's 1 for 2. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Ball down low. Good stop there by the Oaks catcher Johnson. Two and one now to Freer. Line drive down the left field line. Giving chase is Dawson. Diving effort. It gets past him and into the corner. Keon Mosini comes around to score. Freer advances up to second, and he will hold there. A great effort by Jonah Dawson in left field, but he comes up empty. And an RBI double for Jacob Freer puts the Saints ahead by 4. Clutch 2-out RBI there by Jacob Freer adds an extra insurance run. And the first run scored since the top of the 3rd inning. Saints got 3 there. Since then, it's been goose eggs across. First pitch now to the leadoff man, Lane Hayworth, misses low. Saints currently shutting out the Oaks. And the Saints would jump all over the Oaks starter, Charlie Decker, in the 3rd inning. In there for a called strike now is Cade Berry. One and one. Berry comes set. Kicks and delivers. Again, missing down low. Berry trending towards rather, missing kind of low down in the dirt, and we saw that with the pickoff attempt as well. Kind of spiked that one, and it got away from the first baseman, Wilkes, allowing Mosini to move up into scoring position, which then allowed him to score on the double by Jacob Freer. 2-1, again missing down low. Definitely trending towards the lower half of the zone is Berry. Hayworth now very much so ahead. (3-1) above the letters, ball 4. 2-out RBI double, then a 2-out walk. Puts 2 on board for Trotter Enright. Enright is 0 for 2 so far with an RBI walk. That one came earlier in the 3rd inning. First pitch to Enright. At the knees, called strike 1. Enright yesterday, not yesterday, man, I keep saying that. Really got to figure that issue out. Sunday's game, 0 for 4. Final stat line for him. Above the zone, evens it at ones. Trotter Enright out of Long Beach State University. 1-1 pitch, line drive, left center field, down for a base hit. Wave is on for Freer. He's going to come around and score. Throw goes to third. And in time to get Lane Hayworth. Looks like the run did score, but a great play by the center fielder, Tommy Kenlinger, to get Lane Hayworth out as he was trying to advance up to third base. Run does score, so Saints go ahead 5 after grabbing 2 more here in the top of the 6th. We will head to the bottom half after this quick break.
Coming in this game, he has a 400 on-base percentage. He's going to get up with the 2 hits he has. He lines one.
That one's belted to right field, and that one is gone. How about Josh Livingston getting things started here for the Saints? He ropes a home run right over the right field. Jake Brown looking up. That one is gone. An opposite field home run. Alex Burge.
First Pickles, then Oppo Tacos. How about that for Alex Burge? Hit the home run to right. He was like, nah. I'm going to hit one to left now. How about a 3-run blast for the backstop?
Booms that one to right field. Matthew Thomas will just have to look back. That one is gone. Welcome to the game, Colton Dahl. Jacob Shart with a 3-run home run, the second 3-run home run of the game, and the lead continues to balloon. It's 9-1.
I mean, off the bat, you knew that one.
Saints now ahead by 5 as we go to the home half of the 6th. Brady Nelson is still on the bump for the Saints. My prediction was wrong. Many times throughout this summer so far, we've seen the relief pitchers kind of have that leash of 2 innings. But the Saints going to allow Brady Nelson to go out for a third. And there are still some activities going on in the Saints bullpen, but no one really up and throwing now. So maybe the potential for Nelson to go a little bit longer into this one kind of arises. First pitch to Devin Wilkes, misses way above the zone. Oaks had some traffic last inning on the base paths. Brady Nelson got out of it though. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. But I would assume after almost getting into some trouble an inning ago, if Nelson gets into any more trouble, the activity down in the bullpen will kind of come to fruition a little bit more than it is right now. Down below the knees, 4-2 against Devin Wilkes. out of Cal State Bakersfield. Just graduated high school, entering his freshman season as he grounds this one over to Freer at second, who flips to Medella at first for the first out.
Now batting, number 7, Tyler Hawley.
Now brings up Tyler Hawley, the third baseman for the Oaks. He's out of Cal State Fullerton. Teammates with the Saints' own Eli Lopez, who, rumor has it, can't confirm or deny from here, but from what we've heard, sounded like Lopez was supposed to get the start tonight, but then maybe a little bit of arm soreness took him out of the lineup. First pitch swung on and missed by Hawley. Again, that's just what we've heard. Cannot properly confirm whether that's the exact reasoning or if that's the whole story. But Nelson kicks and delivers to the Cal State Fullerton Titan in Tyler Hawley and gets in the zone. Gets ahead 0-2. Hawley, a corner infielder, first base, third base, entering his redshirt sophomore year, originally from Laverne, California, 6'2", 195 pounds. In an 0-2 count against Brady Nelson, and the breaker just misses the outside corner. Good location there from Nelson. One and two. Above the zone. Just misses. Brings it even at 2-2. Nelson shakes the first one and agrees on the second. Kicks and delivers fastball. Swung on and missed by Hawley for a strikeout and the second out of the inning. Brings up Nolan Johnson, the catcher for the Oaks. Now Brady Nelson, St. Cloud State University Husky, making pretty good work of the Oaks. Oaks jumped out for 11 on Sunday against the Saints. Now are held scoreless through 5 2/3. As the first pitch misses low and outside. Breaker again misses low. Now Nelson falls behind Johnson 2-0. Pitch, line drive through the 5-6 hole and into left field for a base hit. Nolan Johnson puts himself on base with 2 outs. Oaks still trailing 5. They have a couple more innings to work with to try and get back into this one. Brady Nelson gave up just 3 earned runs in his first 4 appearances for the St. Cloud State Huskies. His first offering is swung on and fouled out of play. Gave up no runs in his season debut at Mount Southern State. Then gave up none against Augustana. Gave up 3 against Adams State, and then again gave up none at Truman. 0-1 count. Breaker misses low and outside. Ends it at 1-1. And after that 4th appearance, Nelson would give up at least 1 earned run in every appearance after that. Pick off attempt over on Nolan Johnson at first, but he dives back safely. 1-1 count to the designated hitter, Zach Mora. Pickoff attempt again, this one quicker, but Johnson still retreats back in time. That one a lot closer, though. Nelson almost had himself a free base path out. One and one. Delivers to the plate, but it misses outside. Zach Mora at a Westmont up in Santa Barbara. 2-1 count. Swung on and missed through the fastball. Evens it up at 2-2 with 2 outs. Mora, a middle infielder, entering his redshirt sophomore year up at Westmont College. Originally from Moore Park, California. 5'11", 185 pounds.